Hello everybody and welcome back to session. Today we are starting with wooden curve. We have to manual and flip out all the way around this bench. It's a pretty long one. So this mission didn't take me very long, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, nothing crazy at all, but I just wanted to ask to please give this video a thumbs up if you do end up liking it. If not, please put in the comments below why you didn't, I'd really appreciate it, and make sure to click that subscribe button if you like this video, like past videos, and want to see more in the future. Got this pretty easy, let's go. Next up, we have 90s nostalgia. We have to talk to the San Francisco local, open object dropper, move the bench, flip in, grind, flip out 3 times. Yeah, I really didn't have to do much here except move the bench up to the top of that incline there and try to do a few flip in grinds and flip outs. Well, I got one pretty good, and then as I continued on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna cheese it a little bit. But even cheesing it, I failed miserably. But it is what it is. We finally got it. Didn't take super long, honestly. But that last one shouldn't have even counted. Oh well. The next one we have is Blub line. We have to talk to Samaria, trick up the Blubba steps, trick over the Blubba, trick over a pole, manual flip out, trick over a pole, and trick over railing. Now, you would think that this one would be pretty simple, because honestly, it's not that difficult in the grand scheme of things. But for some reason, I was having a terrible time. Sometimes it does take a long time to get some challenges completed, and this is an example of one of those times. It was very difficult for me to get it, but once I did get it, I felt very good. I ended up trying to be as simple as possible here, doing ollies when going over things and such, and for the most part that did end up working out. So I'm very happy with that, but I did have to stop recording and come back because it was terrible on me. But this is actually the time that I get it. Like I said, I went as simple as possible, did a few ollies. It took me a little bit to get that manual flip out, but after hitting it, it felt very good. After here, I got very scared I wasn't going to be able to go over this railing, but I got it. So the next one we have is Pier 7 Mani Pad Hop. We had to talk to the San Francisco local, trick over the first pad, trick over the second pad, trick over the third pad, and then grind or slide the last pad. I don't know why I was having issues with this one. I decided to actually kind of barely hop over the first one to get a good angle. And then once I got that situated, it took me a little bit to get every single one of them the right area, but after a while I was able to get it. It probably only took me 10-15 minutes, but still longer than I would have liked. Now we are going to be doing a story mission, Hucking down. We have to talk to Tori, backslide 360, switch flip, laser flip, hard flip, talk to Tori again, tail or nose slide the long ledge, blunt slide the long ledge, then slide the long ledge. What up? How are you liking the city so far? I feel like I never get tired of skating in San Francisco because the cool bay breeze always keeps you from burning out. Actually, I never thought about it before, but maybe the reason a billion tricks got invented in San Francisco during the 90s was because the city was built in air conditioner. I grew up skating Skate Lab indoor, and the AC was the only thing keeping us from meeting in Semi. Summer in the city is like burning in hell. Want to hit this spot with me? I never seen it until a recent SF trip. trying to shoot something for a mag if you'd like to land something. So with the way that the video was showing, it seemed like there would be plenty of space to get enough speed to do the tricks. But I wasn't able to, so I came all the way over here, did the backside 360, and then was able to do the switch flip. But then after that, I was having extreme difficulties. I just kept failing and bailing. I even got a ramp out, but that obviously didn't help. So I decided to move these benches around, these picnic tables, and guess what? That ended up working for me. I ended up getting enough speed, because for some reason I'm not able to do that run, get on board speed stuff. So then I had to talk to Tori and then do a tail or nose slide the long ledge, blunt slide the long ledge, and then slide the long ledge. It took me a good bit to actually get this, and I knew that at the end when you have to slide the long ledge, you have to do it in the middle. I saw that from JL Nightmare. He was doing a video and I saw him suggesting or telling you that that's where it has to be. So after I did that blunt slide and actually got it, I was like, okay, let's get in the middle, and I did. Those photos won't stay in the camera for long with how clean you landed everything. I'm sure they'll be sent somewhere. Rad to see the AM getting, the fun with Donovan again. Tell him he still owes my brother. Okay, well, we finished hucking down. The next one I had to do was long hold pop over, and this one should have not counted. I did not grind that ledge, and that's why I'm just like in awe right here, because I in fact did not grind it at all. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna just try to hit it without it being part of the story, because obviously it counted so I could continue on. But I was like, okay, Thomas, let's get it better than that. And I eventually do. It was just, it took a little bit longer than my initial getting it. But that's okay. The next one I had to do, it took me one try. It was very ugly in execution, but it counted. So there we go. The next side mission is meet up Tori Pudwill. It didn't take long at all. I did maybe 3 or 4 attempts the first go around, and then 2 attempts the second go around, and I got it pretty easily. Now we have another Tori mission, bench hop to grind. We got to trick onto the first bench, gap to the second bench, and then slide the last bench. It really wasn't complicated, but it did take me a few tries to nail it, but honestly it wasn't too bad either. Next we have Banks Long Ledge. I didn't even edit out any of the misses or anything. This one really didn't take long at all. Yeah, I did miss a few times, but for the most part, especially considering how I've been in the past, you would think that it would have taken me forever to do this one, but honestly, it took me a few tries. I had to flip in, slide, flip out 3 times, and yeah, I mean, you're seeing right here all the unedited footage. It took me, I don't know, a minute? Actually, I'm looking at it now and it's 35 seconds. That's crazy. Alright, so next we have grind to grind. We have to grind or slide, pop, grind, or slide. And then we gotta talk to Tori again and then do a 5-0 pop, no slide. Now, this is an instance where I really should have paid attention to what the character was saying in the game, because I really should have paid attention to how to do the grind to grind properly, and I didn't. But eventually I do end up working it out enough to be able to get it. And when I say eventually, it took me probably 45 minutes to get it, because I was so sure that I'd be able to get it pretty simply. But I did get it. It looked good too. The next one for this episode is the China Banks ledges. We have to talk to Donovan, grind 5 of the ledges, and then slide 5 of the ledges. This is a story mission. Cool, you found it! The hills of the city have a way of tucking away tons of dope places all in the same little area. The China Banks are fun, but security is notoriously tight. That's why I've been waiting. And if we kicked, I just wax these little things. That's what she said. I'm sorry. The next side mission is Zen Bridge. It took me 1 try to do the flip in, backslide, tail, flip out, and then a few tries for the other one. Yeah, this is the first time that I ever did a dark slide, and I was very excited because it didn't take me long. It took me the first try. Ah! But remember, you do have to go into your settings to turn dark slides on. For the next side mission, you actually have to go to experimental and then turn on Primos and Caspers. I've never done those before. This is the first time that I went into that advanced setting. I did make Caspers easy. I didn't do advanced. But yeah, this is the first time that I did Primos and Caspers. I had to look it up to figure it out, but I got it. I got you. If you've never done Primos and Caspers, you have to go to that experimental settings. The next one was an enjoyment meeting, and it really wasn't that bad. It took me a little bit to get over the first bench and then the second bench, but for the most part, really wasn't too bad at all. And while you see this next line, I wanted to just thank you for being here, watching this series for as long as you have. If this is the first episode that you've watched, I have like 20-something session videos doing all the side missions and the regular missions. And the next episode is going to be the finale. I'm super excited to be able to make it to the end of the game, but that doesn't mean I am going to stop doing session videos, because I plan on doing some more stuff, and I hope that you're as excited as I am about that. Again, thank you so much, and as always, I will see you next time. Goodbye.